Salutations, my common folk. So I went out in order to find this man's little mystery guest for his errand, I guess you can say. I figured it was somebody dead, just didn't think it was a dead cat, but anywho. I am Balmrin. I came out here on an errand for my master Felix, but I seem to have lost my way. I know it's probably a strange thing to ask, but perhaps you know where is it I'm supposed to be going. I have an item for you, dude. And oh yeah, I don't get why did it ignore it the first? Whatever. Sand of Serenity. But I figured this was gonna be like a little cool cutscene thing, so it's like, well, might as well catch it instead of just glossing over it. And it's like, what happened there? I dealt with that ages ago. Babataka takes the sands of serenity. No, takes the sand of serenity out of the bag. Oh, he's actually talking. Okay.
That powder. Where did you get that powder?
That's some top quality catnip there, I know.
What? Master Felix gave it to you? This is unbelievable. Of course. Now I finally understand. I thought it was a bit strange. I just kept going round and round and round in circles. You've been a great help. If you hadn't come, I might have been wandering around here forever. Would you mind opening that bottle and sprinkling the powder around?
No problem. Not exactly all around, but it'll do, Baba. It'll do.
If you see Master Felix again, I'd like you to give him a message from me. Tell him that I, Bormrin, owe a lifetime of happiness entirely to him. Farewell, and good health on your journey.
Thank you for blessing me. Return to the land of spirits, beast. Go on and rest peacefully in the afterlife. I shall tell your master of your final words, and may he find rest as well. Not rest. May he find solitude in those words as well. Tree just magically appears, by the way. It was a pile of rocks at first, which is what he said. Like, oh, the tree is it'll only show itself at dawn, but I didn't think it like realistically only show itself at dawn. I thought he was talking about the spirit and spirit alone. Now, will I have a whistle to call it whenever? Maybe. I don't know. I do know I need to check out that casino though, because good old Dulmag is up to his tricks again. I want to be able to call that whenever I want, so that's why I'm like trying to get this situated as fast as possible, because the speed of that mount is such a like load off my back.
What ho! Finally made it back, I see. And you managed to give my old charmer leg up. That strange tree where you met him has been known since ancient times as the Tree of Sticks. It's all too bally easy to lose your way around it, not realizing that your innings is over. But now the old bean's realized what's happened to him, and he's safely on his way to the afterlife. You know he, Bormrin, was the first saber cat ever to open up his heart to me. Absolutely terrific chap. It's thanks to him that I've got where I am today. And that's precisely why I couldn't leave the job unattended to go and help the old boy myself. What am I doing? Of course, I haven't explained yet, eh? I'm the chairman of the Great Sabercat Trust. I know. Why don't I make you a member? It's the least I can do after all your help.
Indeed, a hero should be rewarded quite gratuitously, don't you think?
You have this. It shows you're one of us.
Babataka receives a bell, proof of membership of the Great Sabercat Trust. I was being quiet there because I was expecting it to make like an item achievement sound with doo 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 or something like that.
The bell is your proof of membership. It'll call a nearby Sabercat if you ring it in the right place.
Don't tell me right place, dude.
What's the bell called? Well, it doesn't really have a name. I suppose that'd make it a bit of a pig to use, eh?
And the only reason why I say don't tell me right place is because I want to be able to use it wherever if I'm stuck. But I'm assuming it's only in the open terrain, in the actual field, not in the caves and stuff, which is understandable.
Righto! How about we call it Bormrun's Pearl, eh? In memory of a good friend and a fine old gent.
So long as it's like anywhere in the field I'm at, not just like I have to be near a town to activate it, because that's his own thing. That I sure hope they don't put into practice.
Thanks for your help. Remember now, always keep the Sabercats in your heart. What?
Why, thank you. Now I have a free Bormrun's bell to use whenever I please. Lovely. So I can ignore you and hopefully use it. I wonder if I can like assign it to a button, or is it just anytime I want to use it I gotta go straight to the inventory? Nah, I gotta go straight there. It's not too bad though. I ain't complaining. Alright. Do one more you. So what I'll do is casino in overnight. Like there's nothing that can beat this speed, dude. This is just such a quality of life once I finally got this. And then the whole 2 miles an hour I've been doing. Like now that I got that, I don't want to go back. When I had to run around to find this stupid casino, I was going insane. But now, your boy's traveling in style, and I quite like the Gucci variety. Stay overnight, and then I can address that. Maybe the guy who told me about the murder in the first place is sitting there chilling. So let's ask him about it. If he leads me nowhere, I always got other people to ask, which is everybody else in this town, so it'll be fun. I'm sorry, but I can't let you through. This door connects to the casino. And what? You heard everything the bartender and I was saying before. I don't know what you're talking about, and he'll tell you the same thing. All right, cool. Really? All right, well. Yeah, we were talking, but we were just shooting the breeze, nothing more. Go ahead and ask the bartender if you want. He'll tell you the same story. I feel like he won't. But yeah, sure. If you're gonna make me find him and ask him, and then you're gonna beg for mercy later on, I'm not gonna give you any of that, since you didn't want to bother to open the door for me. Oh, nice little laundry room. No, not laundry room, bedroom. Nice bathroom. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh, this is nice. This really puts the place all together. Makes it nice and classy. This is real nice. if the wind was blowing too, like if we had weather here and it was just raining with the sun, well not with the sun up, but it was just raining and it was like a little dusk effect. Oh my gosh. That's enough gushing over the scene there. We need to go ahead and find the bartender and put a little bit of pressure on him. Let him think that we know more than we're putting on. How you doing, bud? You heard everything we were talking about upstairs? What? Look, cut me some slack and don't tell anyone else, okay? If word gets around, I'll be in deep. Let me propose a deal. You keep your mouth shut, and I promise to tell you what I know. What do you say? Why, yes. I knew I could count on you. Let me fill you in on what I know. Kash and Kari sent a posse after the man who killed their father. They want revenge. And I hear they're headed straight for some island. Oh my god. Some island north of Baccarat. What is? There's some ruins on the island. It'd make a perfect hideout. We can't be absolutely sure it was he said Chester, you idiot. Pay attention. We can't be absolutely sure it was the Mongoose who killed Golding, but I'm quite sure we can be sure enough to be sure. God blimey! Bavataka, why don't we go and have a look at those ruins on the island to the north? Maybe we'll be able to find some sort of clue. Or some kind. Islands to the north. I'm on it. Let's do it. Phew, the bartender's finally back. I thought he'd be talking to that friend of his at the hotel forever. Like 10 people were looking for him while he was gone. Cause he's the person to talk to if you need to know something. They even got like a little theater stage. You got a play you can show me, or there's nobody in business at the moment? Ever seen a bunny girl show? No? You don't know what you're missing. Drop by tonight. Our bunnies are nocturnal animals. That'll be after I go to the island to the north, and if I remember. I wish I could smash one with the other. Speed up the process. Bunny tail and garter. Fun stuff. Ah, dressing room. Well, it seems like we're done here. Island to the north. So, do I have to go back to my boat? Or can I just ignore it? And I can't get... Well, actually, I can. Hold on. And books. Ooh. It's a book entitled A Non-Gambler's Guide to Baccarat. When one hears Baccarat, one inevitably... One thinks of casinos. But don't be fooled. There's more to this charming little town than gambling. Those who know Baccarat know that the town's secret treasure is none other than the Golding family mansion. Golding is famed as a connoisseur of the fine and folk arts, and his spectacular collection is a must-see for any visitor to Baccarat. Once you've had your fill of the casino, take a breather at the Golding mansion. I'm disappointed in myself because, you know, I started off so good in this lovely little journey, and then when I'm reading the words now, it's like I just completely have an aneurysm over them. River protection, good stuff. And those are just random vaults. Not random, but you get the gist. They're of no use to me. But now that's settled. Go north. Where's my boat? I didn't want to do that, but I see I have to go out of town to see. So now, boom. Aha! It's very close. It automatically travels with me. Nice. So they did think of that. Alright, let's do this. And what do you know, my barge is right here, ready and waiting. No wonder they said north, because it's right here. So it's like, oh yeah, there's no way you can mess this up. I'm assuming it's the one with the dark cloud on it over there. Right about here. North it is. Don't worry. We'll save Cash and Curry. No doubt Dul Magus is up to something heinous. We gotta put a stop to it. Now! Although I think it's too late for the townspeople, but we'll be the judge of that when we get there. Then again, it looks like a bunch of pollution. I don't know. Can the cats travel across the water, or is it region restricted to that land? And what are you doing? Oh, that's Cash and Curry's. Ah. Oh. Trying to ask her a question. She looks like she's in charge.
Why did that jester have to choose such a spooky hideout? If it wasn't so creepy here, we wouldn't hesitate to go after him.
I see. So a bunch of cowards is what I'm hearing. The words Gold Rusher are carved on the wheel. It appears to be the name of the ship. Are you Cash? I'm assuming you're Cash. Never mind, you're too old to be Cash. We chased that jester all the way here, but now that it's come to the crunch, I just can't see any hope of victory against someone strong enough to overpower Mr. Golden. But now we've come this far, we can hardly just turn around and go home. Oh, what to do, what to do. You're Cash, I'm thinking.
Surely it's too dangerous to carry on pursuing this fiend. I mean, look at what he did to Golding.
You're not Cash, because you wouldn't refer to your father as, look at what he did to Golding.
Huh? Who are you? Interesting. I thought there was no one on this island besides us and Golding's murderer.
You clearly must be him. You're gonna have to pay the price.
Let me give you a piece of advice. Steer clear of the old ruins in the middle of the island.
I like how they put so much emphasis on certain words. She's like, let me give you a piece of advice. Steer clear of the old ruins in the middle of the island.
Ignore me at your peril. You have been warned.
And then he's automatically assuming I'm gonna ignore him, which he's not wrong. But it's like, hey, have some faith in me. I might just be a tad bit stupid and just go, you know what? Let me listen to him. Aha! It comes no matter what. Yes. That's what I like to see. Yeah, I'll see what's here in a second. Mainly because now it wore off, so now I can actually see what's here. What do you got for me? Wow. I do need to see how hard they hit though, now that I think about it. I don't know how tough they... Like, look at how much land I'm covering. I don't gotta worry about a thing. That's why I was like, I can't go back. Once I got that little saber cat, I was like, oh my gosh, dude. You mean to tell me I could have been living like a king the whole time? Alright, you do you, bud. Sure hope you're calling a monster or something. Because if not, then I think I got you handled. Although this looks like a... Ooh. Okay, well, I know this is forward. What I lack in object permanence, I make up for in a good sense of direction. Alright, cool. He just turned me around. Well, guys, how's it going?
When you all set off so bravely, we decided it was time we did the same.
Mm-hmm.
So perhaps you could fill us in.
He made the place a magical maze, so we aren't getting in anytime soon.
I see. The dark aura coming out of the ruins is some kind of barrier set up by Dul Magus, is it?
Indeed.
So we have to break through that before we can fight him then. But how? How do you break through darkness?
By shining a little bit of light.
Ah, wait a minute. How about the magic mirror of Argonia? People say that can dispel the dark. You never know, it might do the trick. If I remember rightly, Argonia's off to the southeast of Baccarat.
So you mean to tell me I was supposed to go to Baccarat first before I... Wow. Okay. I mean, I can go there easy peasy. I was just wondering why, like, I played myself. I see the order. It's like I was technically supposed to go there first and then Chateau Felix, and then I wouldn't be so pressed about running all the way from Argonia to Baccarat, because at least I'll have the cat. But it wasn't exactly clear on that. Whatever. I'll be sure to come back, don't worry. So now I'm assuming that Prince Charmless has his act together and they actually found him. I'm hoping at least. Or is it when I go there then they're like, oh yeah, we need you to help with the Prince's Conundrum. Which I don't mind, now that I know where I'm going and what I'm doing. Like, I'm perfectly fine with whatever shindig happens. Whatever random thing decides to pop up. It's like, oh no, help me file my 401k. Yeah, fuck it, dude. I'm down to crunch some numbers. What a marvelous kingdom. We need your magic mirror, you see. Ah, Prince Charmless. Quite the dashing young lad. Let's hope his demeanor is that of a royal rather than a spoiled brat. I'm assuming I have to go up to the tippy top. Probably not, but it can't hurt to check. Regular castle stuff. And I am lost as I don't know what. Which I get why, because like in medieval times, pretty sure I said this before, but I'm saying it again anyway. Medieval times, it's a case of make the castle as confusing as possible. That way the enemy just sort of doesn't beeline it straight to the throne room and kill you. So as long as you know where you're going in the castle, you're fine. Right? And oh hey, yeah, once you open the door, I'm dead. That's it. You can just shoot an arrow in there. Open the door real quick. He said, what? Impossible! Ah! Oh golly gee, this sure will be fun to find the throne. Well, I just explained it, so it's like I can't be annoyed at it. This one is the most maziest out of all of them, though. Like, Trodaine Castle was kind of meh. And then you had Ascantha, which is just, I mean, they gotta go up the stairs at least before they stab the king, so I'll give them some credit. They gotta go up like 2 to 3 flights. And even then, he has a room up at the very top. It's a book entitled True Tales of the Truly Terrifying. The following is an absolutely true story. I heard it from my friend's sister the other day. About a month ago, she went mushroom hunting in a forest to the east. On her way back, she noticed that something was wrong. Birds were falling from the trees. Rabbits and fawns writhed on the ground in agony. All of them were foaming at the mouth. The forest is unusually a place of peace, but on this day, it was more like a hell on earth. What fiendish power was behind this delivery? That's when she noticed the song. An eerie and grotesque voice, like nothing she'd ever heard before, was issuing from holes in the ground. That's the King Mole guy. Moments later, her sight darkened and she swooned. When she came to, she was back in her own bed. A hunter had found her unconscious body and brought her back to the village. To this very day, she shudders to recall the scene. I guarantee it's the mole. Or, yeah, it's the, yeah, dig, dig, dug, dug, dig, dig. Dig-a-dig, dug, dug, dig, dug. It's a book entitled Agility and You. Many items for increasing I was reading too many words. My brain was starting to overheat there, apparently. Many items for increasing agility utilize the agility ring as a fundamental ingredient. Take Mercury's bandana, for example. It is made by combining something that protects your head with an agility ring. Above the top. New recipe. Alright. Oh, I forgot to go to the library there. I'll have to go back for that. I sort of remember the place, I think. It's a logbook entitled Prince Charmless Observation Log. March 23rd. The prince was captured this morning. He had escaped from his room by fashioning a rope out of his curtains. He was undoubtedly planning to head to the casino at Baccarat. The prince remains unrepentant. June 4th. The prince was captured this afternoon. He hid himself inside a barrel, apparently with the intention of sneaking out of the city. He even prepared a special barrel with holes in the bottom, allowing him to move when nobody was looking. The prince can be surprisingly resourceful when he wants to be. It just sounds like he has a severe gambling problem that the royal... Oh, wow. I didn't even notice, dude. That his royal majesty himself fails to acknowledge. But, yeah, sure. Hello, King Cavius.
Your Majesty, are you feeling poorly?
He's wondering how the hell I got in the throne room. Some random passerby. Nah, look, he's like, oh, what is he doing?
Did those travelers cause you some trouble?
No, I'm fine. One of them reminded me of someone, but I must be mistaken.
Is that all you're gonna add, dude? Or are you gonna actually say something more?
The magic mirror? But it's a precious royal heirloom. Why on earth do you require it? Explain yourself. I understand. However, as I have said, the magic mirror is a treasure of the royal family. I cannot simply give it to you.
I knew he'd say no.
C'est la vie, I suppose. It was a lot to ask.
So now what? How are we going to avenge my brother's death without that mirror?
If what you say is true, you must have survived a great many ordeals on your travels.
Indeed, one could say I am the apex predator of the lands that I hail from. Nothing can challenge me, and this land shall also be conquered soon enough.
That means your fighting skills must be on a par with those of my soldiers.
I would say don't insult me like that, because all the kingdom soldiers I've seen so far are hot garbage. I am a little bit more professional than them, thank you.
But Your Majesty, you can't possibly plan to use those travelers instead of royal guardsmen.
Royal.
Well surmised, Chancellor. Listen to me carefully. I rule with a fair hand, but I cannot grant every request that is made of me. However, if the royal family owes someone a debt of gratitude, I consider it my duty to fulfill it. You need the magic mirror. Then accept my request. If you complete the task I set forth for you, you may have the mirror.
Why, your kindness knows no bounds, King Clavius.
Summon the prince!
Ah, summoning Prince Charmless.
At once, Your Majesty.
I'm assuming he ran away because it looks like you're a teacher and you just left the classroom.
The request concerns my son, Prince Charmless.
I think I have to find him, and before I even address whatever you're trying to tell me about him.
To become king of Argonia, one must undertake a special initiation ceremony.
Oh, you know
There
what it
some
is?
risk to life and limb.
It's
and the
the
prince is unwilling to do it.
it's the lizard. The lizard in the royal hunting grounds that keeps on running off every time I try to go to it. That now it's starting to connect. Okay.
As a father, the thought of putting my own son in danger pains me. But he must pass the initiation if he is to succeed me to the throne. It is the tradition of our kingdom. I was considering sending a detail of royal soldiers to protect him during the rite. However, I fear it will ruin his reputation. So my request is this. You outsiders will accompany my son to the royal hunting ground. Naturally, this would remain completely confidential.
Well, luckily for you, I've already been there. I know I can handle that like a piece of cake. Nice and easy. Straight to the point and a smooth finish.
It is vital that everyone believes my son passed the initiation on his own.
Yeah,
Your
who
Majesty,
could have saw that
Prince
coming?
Charles is...
Like, dude, you came out with like a little tutor hat and stuff, thinking, oh yeah, oh I'll fetch him right away. Yeah, I knew the setup. I knew what was gonna happen.
What is it this time?
That's that precognition for seeing so many similar stories.
The prince has run off again. I'm extremely sorry, Your Majesty. This is all my fault. I'll bring Prince Charles to Your Majesty as soon as we can find him. As your humble and faithful servant, I beg...
You incompetent fool!
Are you gonna kill him? Calm down.
Please pardon my outburst. But we cannot continue this discussion without my son.
Like, he says he's a fair king, but he's a little bit short-tempered, you think? Well, where do you think your son went?
Unless Charmless is brought to me here, the initiation cannot go ahead. Can you cooperate with the castle staff and find him? Oh, that troublesome son of mine. I'll try, but if they don't give me any like actual details, then I can't really help you with that. I wonder what happened. Oh no, not again. What a pain. I could have walked onto the side easily. Did he escape to where I think he escaped to? So if you know where he is, you want to tell me? Or are you just going to sit there and deny me the information I need? Always trying his luck like that. Cool. It's like, oh, but we know where he is, so we're not even bothered. It's like, really? Care to tell me? Nice little training area. Cool, cool. See the knights up the park. That's just a loop around. Maybe, does the maid know? Please tell me you know. Apparently the... Oh. I think I know which room they're talking about. It's that one door I couldn't open. It's right over out there. I think it's this one. No, it's not. But this might be a map of the area. Ah, Cloak of Evasion. Is it finally time for Jessica to cover up? Let's see. Magical cloak that makes it easier to dodge. Transfer. I think it's finally time, boys. Put that on. Food restores the MP. That's 94, so that's gonna be worse. This is better. Yep, she covered back up. Well, there's a small hole in the wall. Send Munchie through? Why, yes. Go ahead, it's been ages since I've used this rat. Alright, so I gotta go down. Will I scare the prince or something? Nice little frog.
Or lizard. How you doing, bud? I don't know what. Oh, maybe he's scared of lizards. Ah. Okay, well, he's a lot chunkier than his portrait advertised, but it's whatever.
Is there something on my head? Ah! Ah! Ick! A lizard! What's it doing here? Get it out! Get it out!
I think the kingdom's ruined. There is no saving it, but people can change. They can change. I don't need to look below. I already have it handled. You telling me I gotta run all the way back up there? I can't just whistle and call my rat back? He's smart enough to know what he needs to do. He's smart enough to certainly recognize a whistle and come back. No matter. Like he catfished the mess out of me, dude. His picture looks so much better. His little personal portrait downstairs. What happened to him? He really let himself go. Like, look at this. He went from like charming anime protagonist, right, to Pillsbury Doughboy. Like, look at that. He looks so much better in there. Whoever painted his portrait took some well, what's the word for it? There's a perfect word for it. It starts with an L. I don't know what it is. I forgot the word. I know it's not liabilities or something. I don't know, dude. But they fibbed a little.
Ah, perfect timing. Allow me to introduce my son. This is Prince Charmles, the future king of Argonia.
What is all this, father? Why are you wasting my time with this whiff-waff?
You're not gonna talk to me like that if you're saying whiff-waff. Alright? I bet you pronounce it right before you get your head cut off.
They're going to protect you during the initiation. They will need to know who you are.
Initiation? Who said anything about the initiation? I don't recall agreeing to that. I hate lizards. How many times do I have to tell you?
Listen carefully, Charmles. Enough is enough. I am aware of your aversion to the initiation, but it remains your duty to complete it. You won't be able to marry Princess Medea until you prove your worth.
Boy. King Trope got catfished too, now that I think about it. Unless he was fine with this. I sure hope he wasn't.
Well, I don't care about getting married anyway.
You're making a mistake, Charmles. I hear Princess Medea is, well,
far out of your league, little doughy boy.
Va.
Okay. Okay.
Va.
Vavalicious? I don't know.
Boom.
Oh, va-va-voom. Okay.
You understand what I'm saying.
Wow.
And she has to listen to me? Amazing.
Now, have you reconsidered?
It's written on your face what you intend to have her marry you for, but okay.
You can leave me out of this, thank you.
Anyway, my son, do you realize what people say about you behind your back? This is your chance to prove yourself, to show the world you are a man. These people can assure your safety. Well, Charmles, do you accept?
Charmles. Well, maybe put an E in between that M and L, and so I can. No, because then I'll say Charmeles. Now that I think about it, Charmles is right.
Yes? Wait, no. I mean, oh, I don't know.
Dude, we're gonna handle it for you anyway.
That's my prince. I'll ensure that everyone believes you're doing it on your own. You will leave now. Hide yourself in the wagon at the city gates and await your bodyguards.
Right now?
Chancellor, accompany Charmles to the gate. The prince is leaving for his initiation. Summon the royal guards. The prince must have a fittingly ostentatious send-off. Remember, he is leaving on his own.
It shall be as you wish, Your Majesty.
But wait! I'm not ready yet!
Off at last. I wish you luck. And remember, your mission is top secret.
It seems like you're disappointed in your son, but, you know, he tries his best. Although I feel like that part of that was because you did not parent him right, but yeah, to each his own.
Charmles will explain the details of the initiation himself.
He's too busy. He was the overworked king. He's like, I'm too busy ruling this kingdom to pay attention to some lowly sod.
Fulfill my request, and you have my word that the magic mirror shall be yours.
Why, thank you, King Clavius. I look forward to our lovely exchange after this ordeal is over. That being said, let me go ahead and end this lovely episode here at the regular timing that I usually do. I've been getting a little bit too gung-ho lately. I need to dial it back a bit because I do realize that people prefer not to sit for an hour. I try and keep it short, and short enough. But when I'm feeling myself, or we get to a moment that just don't make sense to stop, I gotta keep going. Luckily, this is like a nice little stopping point, a smooth area. Over here. I'm an idiot. I walked right past where I need to go to. I keep going to the end thinking that it's the church over and over again for some reason. I don't know, man. I don't know why it's like starting to become more of a prevalent issue, because I'm noticing that it's happening a lot more when I just run to the end thinking, oh yeah, let me just save here, which I've never once saved at an end, but for some reason my brain just has it stuck in its head that that's where I need to go. Hopefully it doesn't become a habit, although I feel like it's already set in stone. It shouldn't be a habit yet, though. I should be able to still, if I stop myself in time, just automatically assume church rather than, oh yeah, the end, man, totally, perfect place.
Do you plan to continue on your adventure at this point?
Nope.
Oh, great shepherdess, please allow this poor lamb to rest in peace for a while.